This is BTS Film Out. We'll watch this first. We'll watch it without stopping, and we'll do some commentary afterwards. And then we'll just watch the explanation video because those are always fun. Jungkook. Man, the voice again so angelic. The setting too. Even more angelic voice. Shivers. Shivers. That's Jin walking. Hobby sitting there. Jungkook, Suga. RM in the middle. There we go, RM. Hey. Hey. So good. Dude, these visuals are stunning. Oh my gosh! I gotta replay that after this. Jimin is killing it in the song. Holy crap. Why did that feel so sad? Jimin's eyes feel so sad to me. I can see the same theme running, but I haven't fully understood the themes yet. The story behind it. I gotta mix something up. So let's listen to the explanation, and then we can listen to the song again. I want to replay this Jimin's part. Jimin killed this. Killed. I got goosebumps when he started singing the high notes. Oh, also her videos are really good. Excellent.
Sup Flare Squad, welcome back to my channel and to the Film Out music video explanation / theory video. Now, to understand BTS's fictional storyline, I did create an updated BTS storyline summary video on my channel. To understand the rest of this video, I do recommend you watching it if you haven't yet. Alright, let's begin. We start with Jungkook alone in a room with covered furniture. This room represents the future, while the cleaner looking room with all the members together is the past. The windows behind Jungkook are covered in clouds, just like the window behind Taehyung, so we know this is a window. And in one scene, this window also had blinds. During Taehyung's part, you notice an hourglass laying on the table. This could represent that time has stood still, and that this room represents being stuck or is in a standstill. As soon as the room darkens, it shows Seokjin walking in, but this is a different room from what Jungkook was in. The windows that were covered in clouds now show all 7 of the boys together in the clean room. This represents the parallel universe.
This reminded me of,
notice
again, this song came out, what year? 3 years ago. But this same theme of parallel universes was incorporated in the recent song of RM, and it's probably going to be incorporated in the recent album that's coming into RM's. It's going to come out in a few days. Yeah, and Come Back to Me, remember the themes in the back? There's so many different sub-stories that I still haven't understood yet. And once everything clicks, I bet it's going to be like, wow. Gotta listen to it carefully now.
How the couch is facing each other, the plants are in the same location, and the lamps are on the same side of the room. Parallel universe means a world conceived of as coexisting with and having certain similarities to the known world, but different from it in some fundamental way. As you could see, Jungkook has the room with the gray chair, while Seokjin's room has the white chair. Why are there parallel universes? It's because there's time traveling. Seokjin made a deal with a cat to travel back in time in order to save the boys, and we all know how that went down. Each time...
From the previous video, when he tried to save somebody, it was the butterfly effect. Right? He saves someone and then somebody else gets ruined, but then in the end he also has to sacrifice himself in order to save everybody.
Seokjin travels back. He actually doesn't continue the same universe, but creates another parallel universe. The old universe he left behind will actually continue as is, which is what I believe all of these doors represent. All of the universes he created by time travel. Okay, but in this clean room, which is the past, they're all happy because they're together. Seokjin is trying to save them all so they could once again be together and be happy. He then holds up an hourglass showing that his time just restarted, meaning the room he's currently in, he just got into, which is why we saw him walking into this room. He's disconnected from the other members because in the storyline, he hasn't told any of them about his ability to time loop and that he's been trying to save them like hundreds of times. Don't worry though, later in the story he does confess to everyone about what's been happening. The scene switches over to Jungkook looking through the window as if he noticed Seokjin, but then looks down at the hourglass. His hourglass has finished, meaning it's going to start all over again, which is why they end up fading away.
Wow.
Them fading away could represent them going over to a new parallel universe. So why
and he has to go and save them again.
Hourglass, and
I always get sad and chills.
In a room similar to Seokjin's. In the storyline, after he gets hit with a truck, which he believes was actually Seokjin, the cat approaches him and asks him, "It'll be more painful to live than die. Do you still want to live?"
Wow.
Jungkook most likely made a deal with this cat, just like Seokjin made a deal with it to save everyone. So that means Jungkook is now in his own time loop, which is why he looks at the hourglass. We know that tension has been building up between Seokjin...
So Jungkook and Jin made the same deal, trying to save everybody. Do they both know each other? I guess in the end, they do confess to each other, yeah.
And Jungkook, because Jungkook believes Seokjin was the one who hit him with the truck. Jungkook also...
Again, I'm still piecing the story from different angles, so I haven't still gotten the full story yet. So I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking, what might be right, and after I watch a lot more videos about the theories and the story behind it, I think everything will make sense, and hopefully I can rewatch the MVs from the start that I've already watched with the full image and the story in my head. I think that will be a lot more interesting and tasteful to watch, since if I can start rewatching the MVs from the beginning and go detail by detail.
That the others know about the car accident and that they know it's Seokjin, but they're hiding the truth from him. But actually, the boys were just trying to find the map of the soul to help Seokjin, and they kept Jungkook out of it because they didn't want to stress him out so he could recover from the car accident. Now, this scene with Hoseok and Yoongi on a platform next to a door frame in the middle of a desert, this one still confuses me, not gonna lie. But since this music video does remind us of fake love, J-Hope was by the door during the music video. And I mean, Yoongi wasn't sitting against one, but I mean, he had a door in his room, if that means anything. We do see Hoseok and Yoongi interacting during Black Swan. The door frame could symbolize the
that music video looks really
passage from one world to another. This would actually go hand in hand with all the doors we saw in Seokjin's scene. Seokjin reaches out his hands as the boys fade away. This scene reminds me of Seokjin reaching out during the Euphoria music video when Jungkook was trying to save Yoongi, and Seokjin was also in front of a window watching. Just like in Film Out, Seokjin is watching everyone once again through a window. We know that the window is linked to his time travels, which is why we hear the window shattering whenever he goes back in time. I'm assuming the window helps him see the past timelines just from the webtoon, which is another reason why I think the clean room is the past. The scene quickly switches over to the hourglass that is now moving backwards. Time is rewinding. The room falls into destruction similar to the Fake Love music video. Remember that every time the window shatters in the story, that means he's going through another time loop. That also explains why the hourglass is rewinding. The room is in chaos and he tries to run out but realizes where he's at. Similar to the information we've gotten so far from the BTS Universe storyline, Seokjin did try to run away and began losing his memories of the boys. He ends up realizing that he doesn't want to.
Looks like Taki wants to watch with me. He's watching on the small desktop. Yeah, you can watch it from here. Taki, right here. You want to watch it? Alright, you can watch it on the small desktop.
Continue running away and faces the pain to regain his memory back. Then, just like that, Seokjin disappears, going into another universe, which is another time loop. Before disappearing, Seokjin walks back and faces the window once again. Taehyung enters the scene from the other.
You can watch it from this angle. If you stay here, you're gonna press on the keyboards. Sorry.
Parallel room. By the looks of it, he notices Seokjin. Why does he notice Seokjin? In the storyline, Taehyung thought he was just having nightmares of the boys, but realizes he was seeing past timelines. In the webtoon, Taehyung actually goes to Seokjin's house after seeing his dreams of Seokjin hopeless and sitting on the ground trying to ignore the time loops. Maybe this scene represents that. Now the ending seems pretty.
So V's dreams, he was seeing the visions of how Jin was trying to save all the members. It's so sad, the storyline. Every time I watch it, so
Seokjin
sad.
is no longer there and Taehyung is reaching out. But we know what happens in the storyline. Seokjin does end up saving everyone and found his map of the soul. Now the story shifts over to Jungkook because he has this tension built against the boys, and it seems like he made a time loop deal with the cat. The lyrics of Film Out do talk about reaching out their hand and the person suddenly disappearing. After going over detailed lyrics, I've come to the conclusion that the lyrics could also connect to the storyline. Remember that Film Out is the OST for the upcoming Signal movie, which also involves time travel. Now there is a series for Signal, but it's about one detective existing in the present while another detective exists in the past, and they help each other solve cases through a radio. The lyrics also go over picking up memories and gathering together, then gazing at them projected across the room. Seokjin had a scene like that in the BTS storyline. He gathered all their old photos because he was losing his memories, and every time he tried to remember, a painful headache tried to stop him. So the lyrics, "I feel you with every burst of pain," reminds me of Seokjin's pain. Now I'm gonna go over all the things I noticed but haven't been able to figure out. Seokjin was running. The door on the other side was open, but during Chaehyung's scene, it's closed. This blue scene with all of them standing is still puzzling to me. We do notice Seokjin is standing ahead of them instead of beside them. Although this scene does remind me of Fake Love when they were like lined up in hoods.
Whoa, I wanna watch Fake Love now and Black Swan. This reminds me of what's the movie that Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise is the main character. Old movie from the director of Shining.
This painting behind RM is actually the same painting from their Life Goes On music video. This was pretty interesting. Also, another thing I wanted to note was that Taehyung and Jimin were the only ones who appeared in Jungkook's room, and they were also the only ones who appeared in the orange-yellow room. What y'all think? But yes, that is all I have for today. Please leave your theories and comments.
Okay, let's watch the music video again, and then let's see. Let's just take it all in and stop detail by detail. I still haven't figured out the whole thing yet, but as I watch the music videos with the explanation, I think it will start to make sense piece by piece. Alright. I'm excited to hear that Jimin's part again. This is the future. There's, I think they're singing about Jin. You're so vivid in my dream. It would make sense if V was singing this because V sees in his dreams, right, what Seokjin, what Jin has been going through. Yeah, this is the lyrics from the explanation. I feel you with every burst of pain. Every time, Jin goes through that pain, V sees in his dream. This is the past. Another parallel universe. This makes the music video a lot more sad. Oh, this Jin's lyrics hits a lot more now. It's a lot more sadder after listening to the explanation. I mean, from all the memories that I've stored in my heart, from all the times he attempted to go back trying to save all the members, the sadness. Here, Jungkook realizes, right? He starts the time and he looks down. Again, small pieces. I'm noticing small details from the explanation, but cannot fully connect the stories yet. It's so sad. He's fading, the time goes back. Yeah. Where is it? Every time the glass shatters, he has to enter another parallel universe. Oh, Jimmy, this guy. Ah, this part. One more. Now this makes me feel like I want to watch the other MVs, Black Swan, Film Out. I want to watch those with the explanation because I feel like I'm really close to making the whole story, understanding the whole backstory.